And here we go from Lambeau. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
I love when they hot. They see me, I'm on the 26-yard line. I created this kid, made me a lot. He tried to diss me, ain't even no fight. He call him toxic, cause they go to chop. Took her out of balance, cause I'm hot. I run that like Nike, we got it on lock. Money,
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 50, green, cut.
Play fake, it's Love. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Packers the first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage and you backpack filled with a new disease. Tell them my nails, I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key, and we're still too loud.
So with the play clock ticking down to 4, officials signal for a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Okay,
Ball
right.
just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Blue, here we go. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Look at that power, deep left side. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Keeping it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. We haven't even had time to settle in up here in the booth yet, and just like that, partner, it is already 8-0.
We haven't had time to settle in. How about these coaches' booths next to us up here? How about them guys? One side super happy about how this game started. The other going to be searching for some answers.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is Henry on second. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Got up the 2. And he runs this in. That's going to knock this game up at 8 apiece. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Love on the play fake. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Offense to the line fast.
21 yards. And the Packers first down.
Love with it on first down. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set, go.
Back to the air. Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Cut, cut.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Okay, ready?
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Hey, hey.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. They are going for this. It's Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. We're knotted up at 8. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking down to 3rd and 3. Another run for Henry. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Quick throw right side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Short pass brought in. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Back to Flowers they go. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Here, set.
Shotgun now for Love. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Love now on 1st and 10. It's cut right side by Watson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Smash, red, ready. Cut.
Once more, it's Love. Pass brought in by Watson. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Steal, flat.
And the Packers first
Ready.
down.
Loves to throw again. Right back to Watson. This is caught. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our 1st half. More from Lambeau after this. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Stick it in the air. Love. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Designed run, Jackson keeping it. Here's one that's about 4, but he was still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They got him to bite and jump off sides. It's a rare thing to see that actually work, and it gives them this 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Now he's throwing. Oh, it's intercepted. They were going for Hopkins. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. First and 10 now from the 46. Love out of the shotgun. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
On first and 10, here's Love. That's to Reed again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Here's Love. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Ravens make the recovery.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. On first down, Jackson. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
first down. Ravens.
Hey, middle. He turned it.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's throwing deep to the left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Nice hot. Middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's looking deep once again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half. And they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down.
Here we go, set. Black 33, yellow. Hut.
One final shot before the half. Searching for somewhere to throw well behind the line. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. on now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar night kick.
First play is a design run. Escapes the defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go, set. Check the Eagles.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here's a design run. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They give right side to Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1.
Hey, Alpha, what?
This one left for Lamar. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense, keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, that defense was so locked in, they pulled him short of the sticks.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Ready.
To the air with Love. Into a crowd, and intercepted! Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Will bring it into the red zone after a great turnover and return.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to knock him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up in a loss of yards.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. They'll nod, they'll agree, they'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
On a quick 4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. They'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Love with it on first down. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Ready.
Back to the air. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. He goes to the hurry up here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Set.
Throwing his love on third. He's got it complete to Reed. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
32 yards. And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hut, hut.
And they just get the play off. Short pass brought in. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Five still to go here. This is second down.
Come on. Set. Hut.
Throwing again. Love. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again.
And this time they're gonna get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's now second and 19.
Shotgun now for Love. Kraft has it. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Packers first down.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Love from the gun. Catch is made in close. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now
Love now on third and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within one score in the fourth. Well, Bronk, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. It's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time shifting to drive. Here's second and 14. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And this one only manages the arm before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Looking to throw. This is Cox. That's Walker. He's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 52 yards.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And There's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Ravens leading by 6. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running this with Henry, and he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
No.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Has it at the 2. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Packers 15. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Set, hut, ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Set, ready. Set.
Love now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Jackson throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on. If you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
15-yard loss. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. The sack there by Roquan Smith. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
First down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
31. Here comes 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brought down at the 20.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. For the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Pass the 6.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Ray.
Herbert now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 20 line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They will run for it with Hampton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Omari and Hampton from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Jackson going to keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey! Come on!
Now it's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Ravens Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. That one complete to McConkey. And the Chargers going to signal for the first and end timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now this one finds McConkey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part, Barrett. I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Herbert's pass intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to run into a brick brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Oronde Gadsden, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down. Jackson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson will keep it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever.
I mean,
who calls a first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting